Hello there, my name is Handy Gui and this is your English 5 p.m. news on TVS. Let's move on to the news. Batang Lupar Member of Parliament Dato Seri Rohani Abdul Karim expressed her condolences to the families of the victims and prayed that the funeral arrangement will go smoothly.
Rohani said one of her representatives had met with the victims' family members at the Baladin Health Clinic to convey her condolences while they were waiting for the ambulance to bring the bodies to the Sri Aman Hospital. She also reminded everyone who wishes to travel long distance to be careful and always plan your trip ahead.
The Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperatives, Dato Sri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jafar, offered his sincere condolences to the family of the parish victims of Triso ferry Jetty on Friday. He called on relevant authorities to conduct a thorough investigation on the matter, including evaluating the safety features and procedures of the jetty and the ferries, especially on the movements of the passengers and vehicles. He stressed the importance of a proper standard operating procedure, SOP, and the availability of adequate safety features at public facilities. He added all angles concerning safety, namely the embarking and disembarking process, would need to be looked at. On top of that, the staff working at the jetty should also be given proper training on safety and rescue procedures. The public is reminded to not share photos or videos of the incident that claimed the lives of 9 people when the 4-wheel drive vehicle they were in plunged into Batang Lupar River from the Triso ferry jetty. Sarawak Infrastructure and Port Development Assistant Minister Datuk Julaihi Narawi in a statement today said this was to give due respect to the plight of the victims' family. He expressed his condolences to all family members of the victims who perished in the incident. In the statement, Julaihi said that he and Deputy Chief Minister Tan Sri Dr. James Jemut Masing will visit the location where the incident took place. At least 7 hearses have been dispatched to Sri Aman Hospital from Kuching to bring the bodies of yesterday's Triso ferry victims home.
The initiative is headed by the civil society group Helping Unfortunate Groups and Society, HUGS, in an effort to lighten the burden on the victims' families. According to HUGS spokesman Muhammad Sepian Abang Daud, the effort is supported by Nurul Khair Mos and Hikmah Sarawak. He hopes that this initiative will be able to ease the burden and hardship faced by the family victims. He added that the HUGS projects and its volunteers are also at the ready to provide burial and funeral arrangement assistances.
Welcome back. 6 victims of the Triso ferry tragedy will be buried at Kampong Hulu Muslim Cemetery in Simangang today. Meanwhile, the 3 remaining victims will be laid to rest at the Cebu Christian Cemetery. All the bodies will be buried once the post-mortem and documentation have been completed. The burial was expected to take place after 12 p.m. today. In the Trisojati incident yesterday, 9 people drowned when the 4-wheel drive they were in lost control and plunged into Batang Lupar River after the ferry they intended to board was fully occupied. The authorities said the bodies were taken to the Baladin Clinic for identification purposes before they were brought to Sri Aman Hospital at 3 a.m. for post-mortem. State Disaster Management Committee SDMC on Friday announced that the restriction on public activities under the Recovery Movement Control Order and the guidelines of entry into Sarawak will be extended until March 31st this year. SDMC in a statement said this follows the federal government's decision to extend of the Recovery Movement Control Order from January 1st to March 31st, 2021. On Friday, 8 positive cases were recorded throughout the state, with 3 cases in Kuching, 3 cases in Maradong, and 1 case each in Bintulu and Miri. The latest recorded cases have brought the total number of positive COVID-19 cases in Sarawak to 1,125. The retail prices of RON 95 and RON 97 petrol are set to go up by 4 cents per litre from January 2nd to January 8th. The finance minister said that the price of RON 97 will be 2 ringgit 14 cent per litre, an increase of 4 cent from 2 ringgit 10 cent per litre. RON 95 will also increase by 4 cent from 1 ringgit 80 cent per litre. Meanwhile, for diesel, it will increase by 3 cent at 2 ringgit 1 cent per litre from the previous price of 1 ringgit 98 cent per litre. And that concludes the 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Don't forget to tune in for the Nightline at 11:30 p.m. with Shara Shamina. My name is Handy Gui. Have a pleasant day.